Ladies and gentlemen, what you came here to see is my first Topstep payout. As you can see, I've taken payouts before, but I've had a knee injury, knee surgery, the whole 9 yards. So I didn't really get to record the video I wanted to record. So, I've taken 3 payouts, but I kind of just want to go over how the first payout went about, how I felt, and just kind of words of advice for you, and just go over my stats a little bit. So I took my first payout back in the end of 2025, so 12/23 to be exact, a couple days before Christmas. I pulled out $830. That was one of the best feelings in the world, just knowing that you can click a couple buttons and pull money from the markets is insane. I started trading prop firms probably back in October, right? So I'm 28 years old. I've been trading for a minute. I would trade on Webull. I would just trade stock and ETFs. But I didn't really have the capital to really make much gains. I would make like $60 here, $30 here. And then I would actually need the money, which is something you shouldn't do. You shouldn't trade with money you need. So I was like, all right, let me Google how can I make money, or how can I trade with money? Like, how can I get funded, essentially? How can I acquire capital? And then I came up to Topstep, looked at the reviews. I was like, bet. I paid $90 or $100 for an evaluation. I could if I fail, the most I lose is $100 and not $5,000 or whatever, however much capital you have. Bet. I'm not going to lie, I didn't pass the eval on the first try because I saw a lot of these YouTubers were like, oh, 50% consistency. Let me pass it in. I passed my combine in 2 days. So I was trying to do it. And that's more of a gambling mindset. I did that like 3 times. And I was like, after I blew like $300 or $50 or $150, I was like, I can't do this. Let me actually trade. Let me actually take it slow, right? And then once I started to do that, the payouts started to come. As you could see here, I've been taking like one a month essentially, but I kind of just wanted to touch on like how that first one really hit, right? And I currently have four XFA accounts. And they're all copy traded besides one. Because I kind of messed up. I forgot to copy trade the others. So it's about 1,000 in balance. I want to take it to like 3,000 or so, and then take a trade, take out like 5K. But I kind of just want to go over how that first payout felt. And it's just a great feeling knowing that, because I came from a world where I went to college, went to a good university. I worked at Morgan Stanley, worked at Goldman Sachs, worked in finance. And I thought that was the life for me. Moral of the story, it wasn't. It was just more of always taking out someone else's lead. I really didn't have my own direction. I didn't have my own freedom. I've always been someone who thought a little bit differently, who thought about life and like the value of time a lot differently than other people, right? I valued my time a lot. And my goal was never to be like a trillionaire. My goal is to be able to go on vacations, to be able to see family, to be able, when I do have kids, to be able to go to their games and shit. That's what essentially brought me to trading. And I saw that the freedom that it can bring, like if I do make millions, cool. But that's not like my end goal. My goal is just to have the freedom. And I think that's what all people want to have. So knowing when that 830 hit my account, I'm like, bet I can be in California, I can be in Puerto Rico, I can be in Colombia and make money, right? All I need is my laptop and Wi-Fi connection and the skill to trade. And I kind of want to go over my stats. I blew that XFA account that I did take that payout with, but this is a combine account. I kind of just wanted to go over some of the stats. So I have about a 60% win percentage, 1.3 average win to loss, and a 2.0 profit factor. So my style is this, right? And this is advice for you as well. Take base hits, right? I prefer to take base hits and have $200, $300 days, then have a 5K day, 3K day, and then have a 2K loss. It's just too much of a roller coaster for me. Like if I know, okay, the most I lose is 250, The most I'll make is roughly 250, but some runners do run. I can make $500 days. I'll take it, right? The biggest thing for me is having a set stop. Okay, once I lose 250, it's done. And that's been working for me. As you can see, this is a combine account. I've been taking it super slow, and I've been copying trading it over these accounts as well. Like super, super, super slow. But think of it like this, right? I have 4 accounts. If I take out 1K from each of those accounts and say it takes me 3 weeks or 2 weeks, say I do that twice, that's 8K, right? If I take out 1K twice from each account, that's an 8K month. That's more than most people make. 8K a month is good money, right? So that's kind of how I view it. And my end goal is to acquire more and more accounts rather than sizing in more with one specific account. I just want to have like 20 accounts or whatever, however many accounts, and have these $200 days where it can equate to 10K months, 15K months, 20K months, because it's possible. Because I trade the same regardless. Like I trade the same regardless, and I kind of forget about the other accounts when I'm trading. And then I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I was copy traded across 4 accounts. I made, instead of the $100 day, it's a $400 day, $500 day. You see what I'm saying? If you have 20 accounts, times that by fucking 20. But this is just more of my stats, and this is what I want to take away, or what you should take away from this video, right? This is more so motivation that anyone can do. I'm your regular Joe Schmo. I'm not anyone special. But the biggest thing that helped me become profitable, because I've been doing this for a while, but I haven't really been taking as much money as I've been taking, like with when I was trading options and trading stocks and ETFs. Options especially, shit is risky as fuck, and you lose a lot of money, and it's your own live money. But the biggest thing that's helped me to become profitable in this prop space is to write everything down. As you can see here, when I first started trading, I had a bunch of strategies, right? A bunch of different strategies, as you can see by the strategy type. My shit looks like Christmas, right? It looks like a whole bunch of fucking Christmas. But as you can see, as we get lower on the path, the strategy stays the same. You see more green. You see a bunch of green blocks. I mean, you have your red blocks as well. But once you mark everything down, you can export this file, import it into ChatGPT, and it breaks down, okay, from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. is my worst trading times. From 9:30 to 10:30 is my best when I trade NASDAQ. And then from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. is best when I trade gold. Like simplify, right? People always told me to journal everything. I never really listened. But when I actually journal, depending on how you do it, you can write it down. You can do it on Excel. You can record yourself, journal it that way. I prefer this because I can put it into ChatGPT. But once you do this, you see what you do wrong because you have a third party viewing it. You have someone else or something else. You're like, oh shit. In the moment, you don't know what you're doing. But when you rewatch the video, you watch the notes or look at the notes, or you look at the Excel spreadsheet, or you put into ChatGPT, you see what exactly you're doing wrong. And going forward with this channel, I'm going to post more of the journey because I feel like when I watch YouTubers that are smaller, it's more beneficial for me because I could see the actual journey rather than someone posting just straight wins. I want to see the losses. I want to see the struggles, right, of someone who's relatable. Because if you're watching like the big time YouTubers that are making millions of dollars, that shit is not relatable. They're selling the courses, they're doing all the BS. Like I want to be someone who's relatable, and I just want to trade, man. I just want to trade, have a good time, and just support my fam doing something that I want to do and just travel the world. So if you're here for that, stay tuned. As you can see my previous videos, it's all fuck the 9 to 5, but just stay tuned for the journey, man. There's a lot more on the way. I'm gonna post my next payout once I do take a payout. Hopefully it's a 5K payout. And just kind of go from there. So if that's something you're into, definitely stay tuned. More to come. Peace.